Hello, we are Xybera and
Hieishiro! I'm
oh,
gonna say it from now on because he can't.
yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm just gonna call you Hie for short.
That's right, the flying shadow.
We're back for another Zelda video. Uh,
That's right. We're on a Zelda kick.
yeah, two videos. That's a kick.
That's right. That's a kick. That's a wait. Did you say kick or kink? Yeah, it's either one. Either one. It's both. It's a kink and it's a kick. I get a
Could be
kinky
either.
kick out of Zelda. You
Could be
know,
either.
Rudo, Mifa, Naburu. Who else? Midna. Oh man. Uh, dark goth mommy Midna can have me any day.
Also, the best looking Zelda.
Also, the best looking Zelda in Twilight Princess. That's right. That's right. I feel like Ocarina of Time Zelda could have been a lot prettier. They really messed up on her. And of course, you know, Wind Waker Zelda. She's a child, an ugly cartoon child. What's another pretty Zelda? You know what? I think the Skyward Sword Zelda is underrated.
You think?
I think she's pretty.
Okay. I don't remember what she looks like at the top of my head.
She's got like the little bowl cut with like the
Let me
little side
give her a
tails
Google.
in her hair. Yeah.
Uh,
Think. Oh, you
Sword.
googling it?
Yeah.
Yeah, giving it a nice
Zelda.
Google. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's cute.
Yeah, she's cute. She's not like, oh man, she's hot. You know, that's Twilight
She
Princess
could
Zelda,
use
but
some bangs.
she bangs. Yeah, I agree. You know, the haircut really holds her back.
All right, so let's get rage baited.
Oh, good. Well, you know, I'm sure I've already rage baited people with my Zelda takes. So I can't wait. I can't wait to be told how wrong I am in the comments. I'm genuinely excited.
Let's see. We shall see.
Ranking every
This
incarnation
is
of
Link,
from
and
worst
so
to
is
best.
this, and he's also Link, and
You're
also
right.
this guy, and believe it or not, so is he. Despite every version of Link looking nearly identical and sharing the exact same name, every incarnation of the legendary hero is a completely different person, each incarnation sharing unrivaled courage and the never-ending will of the hero.
I don't
With
look
so
like
many
my
different
Link.
Links to choose from, I can't help but ask the question, which are the best and which are the worst? In this video, I will be ranking every incarnation of Link throughout the 21 mainline Zelda games. This ranking will be based on my personal opinion and preferences for each. Strength and history will be factored in, but won't be the only reasoning for placing certain heroes over others. Without further ado, let's rank all 13 incarnations of Hyrule's legendary hero.
All right.
Link is the protagonist in every single Legend of Zelda game. Well, every game except for one. The most recent game in the franchise, Echoes of Wisdom, is the first mainline Zelda game to feature a different protagonist, that being Princess Zelda instead of our usual hero, though Link does still play a critical role in this game. Number 13, Link from Echoes of Wisdom, or as I like to call him, the Hero of Wisdom, since it makes it way easier to distinguish from the others. This incarnation is definitely held back from not being the main character, as it gives us a lot less time with him compared to the others. This Link doesn't exactly have a lot of personality, which is the case for a lot of the Links on this list, but this one has always been the weakest of the bunch. As previously mentioned, this version of Link gets a lot less screen time than the others. He is absent for most of the game, and in the little action he does get, he's trying to kill Zelda, which is not very heroic at all. A few things I really enjoy about this Link is how respected he is by the people of Hyrule, telling the player he already has a lot of experience as the hero. The final battle against Null is also fought alongside Link, which is really awesome and a perfect way to end such a unique game. Despite Echoes of Wisdom featuring pretty easily the worst Link in the franchise, he's by no means bad, having to take a backseat to the real hero of the story. Number 12 and number 11, Hero of the Four Sword from Four Swords and Four Swords Adventures. While technically these are two completely different incarnations, I'll be talking about them together as they're basically the exact same thing. By far the most interesting thing about this version of Link is how there isn't just one Link, there are four. hence the name Four Swords.
Four.
Unfortunately, they're all the exact same minus different colored tunics. One thing you'll notice for a lot of the links on this list is how they are more or less the exact same. Four Swords had so much potential to make their links a bit more unique and not as plain as the others. I would have loved to see each link have their own unique personality traits. Nintendo actually gave us a look at this exact idea in certain pieces of official artwork, giving the four links a unique sibling-like rivalry. I absolutely love seeing this and think it fits the game incredibly well. Unfortunately, it's kinda hard to adapt this into the actual game, especially when you have four silent characters to work with. If this idea was even remotely in the game anywhere, I would place this incarnation much higher. But for now, the very plain links of the Four Swords games find themselves just above the bottom of the list. Number 10, the hero of Hyrule from The Legend of Zelda and Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. This is the Link that started it all, and for that I have nothing but respect for him. Unfortunately, this is by far the least interesting Link in the entire franchise. This
pretty low.
That's, what do you mean the least well, I mean, okay, but they didn't have a lot to work with. I think saying he's the least
version of Link literally has no expression at all. Well, yes, this is obviously due to hardware limitations at the time. It hasn't held up very well at all. History is easily the biggest highlight for this Link, being the first ever Link and the main character in 2 different games.
Hey, the
hero of Hyrule laid the groundwork for every...
That's the first Link to get some. Yeah, canonically. So in Zelda 2, you can walk around town and there'll be these chicks, right? And you'll walk up to them and be like, you'll talk to them and they'll go, hey, why don't you come take a break? And then you go in her house and she restores your health and you just walk out and leave. That's wild. Like, a lot of people suggest that this is like prostitution in Zelda, except she doesn't take payment. You don't have to pay her. She just,
It's
kills you.
Never mind. Never mind.
You know what? She's doing it for Hyrule. That's what I'm...
Yeah, for Hyrule.
She's the real hero.
Every single Link to come, debuting his iconic green tunic and incredible courage. This incarnation almost has no backstory at all, which definitely makes this Link more bland compared to those who have a great backstory, or even any backstory at all for that matter. Zelda 1 and 2 feature almost no characters throughout the entire game, meaning Link has nobody to create a dynamic with, which is something his character can really benefit from, as you'll see later. In terms of strength, this Link is just mediocre. Nothing too impressive as he's defeated the likes of Ganon, the Thunderbird, and even himself, which is like the bare minimum for a Link. Despite this Link being the first and arguably the most important, he's also one of the lamest, and nostalgia can only get you so far on this list.
You know what?
Wait,
you know
any
what?
returning
Ryan
viewer should...
64, let me tell you why you're wrong, Ryan64. That is the only Link in the series to ever kill, not seal away, not put him in limbo land, kill Ganon. He's the only one to ever do it. With the silver arrows, he's the only one. So you can take your opinion and shove it straight up your butt. That's crazy. Yeah,
Look,
this
is what is it, Hilda?
Hilda. Yeah, it's Hilda. Yeah. I completely disagree with Ryan on. Oh, that's just what Link is expected to do. He did something that no other Link has done. And the Triforce of Courage didn't exist at that time, so he did it all by himself.
Be well aware that I absolutely love A Link Between Worlds. It's arguably my favorite Zelda game ever, and I have praised it countless times on my channel. I say this so you guys can know that I put my bias aside for this list. Number 9, the hero of New Hyrule from A Link Between Worlds and Triforce Heroes. This Link has the huge advantage of having interesting characters to create dynamics with. A Link Between Worlds has some of my favorite characters in the entire franchise, a lot of those characters having a really interesting relationship with our hero, like the cowardly merchant Ravio, who is actually Link's Lorulian counterpart, and his opposite in every possible way. Link and Ravio's friendship is one of the highlights for this game's hero. Compared to the previous Links, the hero of New Hyrule is much more expressive, showing a variety of emotions, from anger to determination and even shock. These emotions make him feel so much more alive compared to the others. This hero is also featured in Triforce Heroes, where we once again see Link split into multiple versions of himself. Unlike the previous multiplayer Zeldas, we actually see the different Links show various emotions emotions through the use of communication icons. While yes, this is controlled by the player, it still greatly improves the uniqueness of each Link. This hero also has some really awesome moments, like using the Triforce alongside Zelda and facing the giant Ganon, flashing his new Triforce of Courage. While this Link is easily the best we've seen thus far, he isn't nearly as great as the others. Still a great Link from arguably my favorite game in the franchise. Number 8, Hero of the Minish from Minish Cap. This is the first Link on this list to have a sidekick, that being Eslo. Having a companion will benefit most Links so much, as it gives them a character to create a dynamic and relationship with. The Hero of the Minish has one of the most unique stories in the franchise, following the young boy and his wizard hat through the Hylian and Minish worlds. Unlike the previous Links, we actually get an interesting backstory with this iteration of the hero. This time, Link lives with his grandfather, who is a blacksmith, and already has a previous friendship with the Princess Zelda. I really appreciate the scenes with Link and Zelda at the market during the introduction of the game. It does a great job at showing the innocence of these two friends, who are about to be placed in a very important role. Visually, one of my favorite Link designs. I think this is probably the best looking 2D Link design, all thanks to Minish Cap's beautiful art style.
Really good.
Yeah, I mean, for a top-down on the Game Boy Advance, dude, this game was awesome. I remember wasting so much time on this game, but it was so much fun. I loved it.
And vibrant colors. Unfortunately, this Link is only featured in one game, meaning his experience and history is quite limited. He's also not one of the strongest Links, his most notable feat being defeating Vaati. Not much else I can say about this entry, just a really solid Link with a great design, background, and dynamics. Number 7, Hero of Trains from Spirit Tracks. Despite the games themselves not being great, the DS games gave us some of the best characters in the franchise, and Link from Spirit Tracks is no exception. In this game, Link works as a newly appointed train engineer. He, alongside the spirit of Princess Zelda, travel throughout the new kingdom of Hyrule to try and restore the Spirit Tracks. My favorite aspect of this Link by far is his amazing dynamic with Zelda. This is arguably the best Zelda and Link relationship in the entire franchise. The way these two interact with each other is charming and hilarious. And this is all thanks to Link's very expressive nature. I had played the DS games quite recently, and one of the biggest surprises to me was just how funny the games are. The main cast all have such interesting dynamics with one another, and they combine for such entertaining interactions. Unfortunately, this is yet another Link that is only featured in one game, meaning his experience and history isn't nearly as rich as the others. His most notable achievement is defeating Meliodas, which, don't get me wrong, is impressive, but not impressive enough for me to put him any higher based on his strength. Whether you love or hate Spirit Tracks, you can't deny that the Hero of the Trains is one of the most entertaining and lovable incarnations of Link thus far.
Favorite Link.
Number 6, the Hero of Legend from A Link to the Past, Link's Awakening, Oracle of Seasons, and Oracle of Ages. Whoa.
Impressive. How?
I don't think it's based on
this
just
is
expression.
a 2D, well.
This guy has a killer resume. If this list was based on strength and experience, the Hero of Legend would be an immediate lock for the top 3. This Link has been in 4 different games, the most of any Link, has slain various forms of evil like Ganon, the Nightmare, Varen, Onox, and many more. In terms of experience, this is easily the most colored resume of any Link ever, and I don't think anyone would disagree. The experience and strength is by far the biggest reason why I love this incarnation of the hero. Unfortunately, there isn't that much going for him in terms of character. While he does have some great moments, they mainly come from one of the 4 games he's featured in. Link's Awakening is pretty easily the most interesting display for this version of Link. The relationship between him and Marin is very heartwarming, and the tragic end to it all is the perfect bittersweet cherry on top. I really love the pure emotion Link shows at the very end of the game, as Link sits on his raft watching Koholint Island vanish. Link looks very sad, as he should, but his expression quickly changes when he notices the windfish. I really love this scene and think it was done even better in the Switch port. Please, Nintendo, Zelda anime needs to happen. In both Oracle games and A Link to the Past, Link is more or less emotionless, which makes sense as they are much older, but it doesn't help his case. I really like Link's background with his uncle. Link having a family is always a great touch by Nintendo. Design-wise, this version is pretty bland. Despite A Link to the Past having arguably my favorite pixel art in the franchise, the design for Link is quite weird. But of course, he does have pink hair, which is awesome. But the Game Boy games have some really odd Link designs, even if the
pink hair is awesome.
Link is blonde.
He's supposed to be, but in this one, he's a strawberry blonde. More strawberry than blonde.
In every other game he appears in, he's blonde.
Yep. Well, at least a dirty blonde. I think in Twilight Princess, he's a dirty blonde.
Well, I mean, like, I meant the Hero of Legend specifically. Like, in every other game he appears in.
Oh, yeah, in Ocarina of Time, he's definitely an Aryan. But in Wind Waker, his eyes are black because he's a cartoon.
Like us.
Huh?
We're called,
Oh. I I I
Hardware
feel like
was limited.
anime and cartoons different.
Again, if this list was based on strength or history, this Link would be a contender for number 1. But this Link's lack of unique character in most games greatly holds this legendary hero back on the list. Number 5. Hero of the Wild from Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Now this is where the really great Link incarnations come to play. Breath of the Wild kicked off a completely new era for the Zelda franchise, ditching a lot of the series' main traits and adding new ones in the process. While still being the same at his base, Link was also changed a lot in these games, and definitely for the better. Breath of the Wild was the first Zelda game not to include Link's iconic green tunic and hat as the main outfit, instead opting for the new Champion's tunic. I still prefer the green tunic look, but the brand new
I'm gonna hit you with a hot take.
Yeah.
My favorite outfit in that game was the blue tunic.
Was the blue tunic?
Yeah.
Really?
The champion's garb.
Okay. Well, I mean, look, I actually like the color blue more than green. I actually hate the color green. But it's like they make such a big deal about the green tunic, and it all comes from the Hero of Time. That's where the green tunic, like the big deal, comes from.
Still looks better in my opinion.
Okay, that's great.
Champion's tunic
No
is
hat.
still
No
a great
sock
outfit
hat.
and very
He
iconic
looks
in its own
bald.
right. His overall character design is really quite good, fitting perfectly
my
with
girl.
this game's vibrant yet more realistic art style. Out of every Link in the entire franchise, I think the Hero of the Wild is the best written we've ever seen. Link's story in this game calls back to even before the events of the game, where he was Hyrule's chosen champion and Zelda's bodyguard. We learn that Link had lost numerous friends in a great war hundreds of years ago, and had actually nearly died protecting Zelda from an onslaught of guardians. Link's story throughout Breath of the Wild requires you to explore the massive post-war land of Hyrule and search for Link's lost memories. Finding the memories scattered throughout Hyrule is such a great way of letting the player unravel the full story at their own pace. From his memories, we can see Link during his time with Zelda as she tries to activate her powers. Speaking of Link and Zelda, their relationship in this game is yet another that is a contender for the best in the franchise. The two genuinely care for each other so much and have been shown that they would even sacrifice their lives for one another. The same can be said for the story of Tears of the Kingdom. The moment at the very end of the game where Link reaches out to grab the falling Zelda is one of my favorite moments in the entire franchise. Link's dynamics with many
As many issues as I had with Tears of the Kingdom, that I did like that scene.
Yeah, it was okay.
You're just fucking angry.
Look, I'm not angry. I don't like the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom games. Like, I own both of them too, and I've only beaten Breath of the Wild. I cannot bring myself to continue playing Tears. I could go and fight Ganondorf right now if I wanted to in Tears of the Kingdom. I couldn't care less.
characters in this game makes it feel like one of the deepest and most emotional Zelda stories ever. Another addition that I absolutely love
What?
Glitching out.
feel like one of the deepest and most emotional Zelda stories ever. Another addition that I absolutely love about this Link is how there is genuine explanation for why he doesn't talk very much, being a result of all the pressure on him to be a powerful warrior. This explanation was long overdue and really helps me appreciate the character a lot more. There is so much more I could say about this version of Link, but I'll hold back so the video isn't any longer than it needs to be. It's genuinely insane that I can't put the Hero of the Wild any higher on this list. A phenomenal take on the legendary character, and would absolutely be higher if the 4 incarnations above him were not as great as they are. Number 4, the Hero of Twilight from Twilight Princess. We finally reached the fan favorite edgy Link. Twilight Princess features my favorite Link design-wise. His more serious look with chainmail and slightly darker green tunic fits the dark aesthetics of Twilight Princess extremely well. It even became the standard Link design for the 2010s, being featured in 2 Smash games and a lot of Nintendo official artwork. Though he may have an amazing design, it's not the only highlight for this iteration of Link. I hadn't mentioned this topic until now, but the voice acting for the Hero of Twilight is
He's never what?
He was never put in Soul Calibur, so I'm just saying, yeah.
Extremely well done. His battle grunt sounds so powerful and passionate, very fitting for a character so heroic. Speaking of heroics, this version of Link has his fair share of awesome moments, like flexing on King Bulbin after knocking him off the bridge, or even training with the Hero of Time himself. Learning sword techniques from a previous hero was such a great choice, and really helps connect these two games beyond the really confusing timeline. My favorite aspect of this Link has to do with his connection and relationship with the children of Ordon Village. Link is from the town of Ordon. Here he works as a farmhand on the ranch. Link is very close to the children of Ordon, who look up to him as a brave older brother figure, especially Colin. Later in the game, when Colin is kidnapped after his brave sacrifice, Link rescues him from the beast, proving that Link is in fact just as brave and heroic as the children believe he is. It may sound weird, but this is undeniably my favorite moment in the entire game. Watching Link's courage rub off on his close friend is so touching, and is why I love this version of Link so much. Moments like these are some of my favorites in the entire series, because sometimes it's not about needing to save the world, it's about protecting the ones you love, and that is exactly what the character of Link is meant to represent. Not only is Link's dynamic with the children very well done, but his relationship with his partner Midna is arguably even better. Link's heroic acts literally changed Midna's mind about what her future goal was, again proving that his actions speak louder than words ever could. This Link also has his fair share of emotions. The scene at the very end of the game where he and Zelda must say goodbye to Midna is filled with emotions on every end. Honestly, this Link is just perfect. There isn't a single thing I would change about him. Despite being featured in only one game, he made sure to make every single second count, making him easily one of the best
look like a robot when he runs.
versions of the hero.
Not make him so choppy and robotic. I would change his animations, his attitude, his heroicism, and all that. Yeah, it's all peak. He even rizzed up like a denizen of Twilight. Like he deserves some respect for that. And plus he fought a pretty powerful version of Ganondorf too. I mean, yeah, he had a little bit of help from Zelda, but he did most of it. So.
Like the last video, he locked into fucking sword combat with him.
I know he did. He was overpowering him in strength. Oh, Ganondorf was like, I never wrestled Gorons.
What do you mean it's sumo?
What is sumo? What we don't do that with like wizard and witchcraft crap. Like
Will ever see. Number 3, the Hero of Time from Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Honestly, the Hero of Time being this high up is basically completely nostalgia bias. I definitely prefer the writing of both the Hero of Twilight and Wild, though
go screw yourself, Ryan. Whatever, dude. Let's hear what he's got to say.
There's no denying the impact the Hero of Time made on the franchise. For a lot of people, Link's first appearance in 3D is his most iconic ever. For a game as old as Ocarina of Time, this Link has his fair share of emotion and story. The brand new 3D visuals definitely helped Link feel a bit more human, with a fully changeable face depending on what emotion they want him to convey. The Hero of Time also has the benefit of being shown as both a child and a young adult, which is easily one of the most interesting things about his character. I also really loved how this Link has a very detailed backstory, with his mother entrusting the Great Deku Tree with Link after she was badly wounded from the war. Going from a child who never fit in to a hero who saved everyone is a great story and very fitting to the overall themes of the series. While Link's appearance in Ocarina of Time is iconic, his character in Majora's Mask is even better, helping the dying people of Termina throughout his journey while trying to stop the world from ending. While many would disagree, I am a fan of the theory that claims Majora's Mask is meant to represent the 5 stages of grief. This becomes even more fitting when we realize that Link is in Termina in the first place because he wanted to find his long-lost friend. Though again, this is not even remotely confirmed. This Link has been through some serious shit, and for that, I love him. Not only is he an interesting character, but he's also, in my opinion, the strongest Link ever, having access to the Triforce of Courage and the ridiculously strong Fierce Deities mask. This Link has taken down both Ganon and Majora, pretty impressive stuff for an 11-year-old. As I had mentioned earlier, this Link also appears in Twilight Princess as the hero's shade, which again is so freaking cool. Passing sword techniques to your distant ancestor is so awesome. It also does a great job at showing you just how important this hero was to Hyrule. Speaking of, this is also the hero that causes the potential timeline break. His victory or defeat against Ganon completely changes the future of Hyrule. For being arguably the most iconic hero of all time, an interesting character, and super strong, the Hero of Time rightfully earns his place in.
What if every Link lost to Ganon? Where's the timeline split for every Zelda game in case he loses?
That just shows how important he is.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because he's the only Link in the series out of all of them that potentially lose. That's fan freaking tastic. That's great. You know what? That technically should put him higher on the list because since he's the only Link that can actually lose, him succeeding actually means something because he could have not. And I also want to point out that because he causes like the child timeline and the adult timeline, I would personally put him higher on the list. But that's just me. That's just me.
In the top 3.
You're cracking me up.
Number 2, the Hero of Wind from Wind Waker and Phantom Hourglass. A while back, I had mentioned how the Hero of Wild was the best written Link. While I still believe that's true, the Hero of Wind is a very close second. This version of Link is arguably the most unique in the entire franchise.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. Okay.
Gonna have to put the other video out first.
Huh?
Gonna have to put the other video out first.
Yeah. Listen, this is... I can't stand this. I can't... Like, I'm sorry, Ryan64. You may know a lot about Zelda lore to make, like, videos and stuff, but, listen, buddy, like, you honestly think that this nobody is a better incarnation of Link than the Hero of Time? You think this incarnation of Link is better than the Hero of Twilight? What? I'm sorry. I'm crashing out so hard. This is rage bait. This is rage bait. I'm being rage baited right now. This is absolute Zelda slander. I'm sorry. You know what? I used to be a fan of Ryan64. I'm not so sure I am anymore. This is ridiculous. This is, oh my gosh. Continue.
Link is the only Link ever to not be chosen as the hero, instead required to prove his worthiness for the legendary title. This adds an extra layer of motivation on this Link and his goals. Speaking of goals, his initial goal is also to rescue a loved one, very similar to Twilight Princess. Only this time, it's Link's actual sister. As I had mentioned before, Link having a family is always a nice touch, and it's even better when his family is close like Link is with his sister and grandma. The sheer emotion and drive this Link shows when trying to rescue his sister is just inspirational. I've always been a fan of this Link just being a boy who wants to save his younger sister. I had gone into greater detail on this topic in my story ranking video, but Wind Waker has such a well done story, and this Link is one of the largest reasons why. Link also has some serious balls in this game. He's only about 10-ish years old in this game and takes off with literally 5 minutes of combat practice to chase after a bird who stole his sister. And let's not forget that this Link pulled off the most wicked final blow on Ganondorf. How this is physically possible is beyond me, but it's still super awesome. Of course, this Link is notoriously the most expressive in the entire franchise, showing a wide variety of emotions throughout the game, along with some other hilarious expressions. I really appreciate how funny this Link and his friends can be, whether it be getting launched from a catapult or bickering with Ciela and Linebeck. Those same friends give us some of the best dynamics in the series thus far. Link and Tetra's friendship going from just two friends to being destined to save the world was amazing. And even though I don't love Phantom Hourglass, the main cast was by far my favorite part of the entire game. Every moment you spend with the Hero of Winds is so fun. Well, almost every moment. Oh, and of course, this is the only Link ever to talk, which is pretty freaking awesome.
What?
His humorous personality and unmatched drive make this nearly the best version of Link we have ever seen. I do say almost because he's still behind number 1, the Hero of Sky from Skyward Sword. This is the Link.
No! No! What? Okay.
What's wrong?
All right. Look, this Link is the problem. This Link is the one that gets the Curse of Demise put on him. This Link is the one that basically starts off the whole, like, I don't even know, man. Like, he's also the Link that started the whole having stamina bullcrap. He's the first Link to start the whole, oh, your crap can break. Watch out. Yeah, the dynamic between this Link and Zelda was good. I liked it. He's very expressive. It's more niche though. It's more of a niche Zelda game. I didn't enjoy it as much as I did Twilight Princess or Ocarina of Time. I did actually enjoy it more than Wind Waker. I can admit that. Didn't enjoy it more than Phantom Hourglass. Didn't enjoy it more than Minish Cap. But I mean, I can't. I'm being rage baited so hard right now. Please, I need to hear why this is the number 1 best iteration of Link.
That started it all. Well, Skyward Sword was definitely not the first ever Zelda game, it's the first in this long and confusing timeline. Without this Link, the others would likely not even exist, as he was the one to initiate the never-ending cycle of hatred with Demise. The Hero of the Sky has always been my favorite Link for numerous reasons. Let's start with his design. I think Skyward Sword's art style is kinda underrated. Not that many people dislike it, but more so that no one gives it the love it deserves. This style is basically if Wind Waker and Twilight Princess had a baby, with the extremely vibrant colors and more realistic visuals from each game. Link's design in this game is of course a perfect combination of that. Looking serious enough to be a genuine heroic figure, but also soft enough to depict how sweet he is. Just like the Hero of Wind, this Link is really funny and very expressive. There are many scenes in this game where Link looks extremely happy and kind, but there are just as many others where he looks like he could genuinely kill you. Every single expression Link makes throughout this game feels so natural. Nintendo really killed it with the facial expressions in this game. The huge emotional range of this Link is one of the biggest reasons why he's my favorite, showing so much passion for rescuing Zelda. Oh, and speaking of, this has always been my favorite version of Link and Zelda's relationship in the entire franchise, and I don't even think it's close. These two show an unbelievable amount of emotion and love for one another throughout the entire game. And I don't really love shipping characters together, but come on, it's just so obvious. I absolutely love these two and their dynamic. I feel so much genuine attachment to this version of Link and Zelda.
I love shipping characters together.
I do too. I don't know what he's on about. I don't know what his whole, like, I hate shipping I hate doing fun things. Like, what?
I hate having emotions.
I hate having emotion. Those pesky... Golly, dude. How much more? Let's go.
It's insane. Of course, his dynamic with Fi is also really great. I know many may hate this character, and for some good reason, but I also think she's very overhated and has a lot going for her. The moment at the end of the game where Fi tells Link that he has helped her develop genuine happiness for the first time in her life is so sweet. And that's not even mentioning his dynamic with other characters like Groose. This Link is also the dictionary definition of a hero, standing up and facing anything in his way, no matter how huge or terrifying they may be. He always locks right in. I mean, Link literally made the physical embodiment of evil, Demise, impressed with how courageous he was. The Hero of the Sky also was some of my favorite Link moments in the entire franchise, like when Zelda gives the Master Sword its final blessing, Link jamming out to the Song of the Hero, or even Link and Zelda enjoying each other's company after the ceremony. The options for great moments in this game are literally endless. As I had mentioned earlier, this is the first ever Link, and he had started the endless cycle with him, Zelda, and Ganondorf after he defeated demise, meaning that this is also the most important link to the story of the entire franchise. This link had also created so many important things in the series, like fully powering up the Master Sword, and how the franchise's main theme is the Song of the Hero, which is his theme song. This Link is perfect in every imaginable way, from his wide display of emotions to great design, personality, heroics, and importance to the franchise as a whole, making him easily my favorite of the 13 Links in the history of The Legend of Zelda.
And now
That does it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Zelda content just like this. And when you subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload or stream. Thank you for all the continued support on the channel. It means so much to see such positive feedback on my content. I appreciate every single one of you who subscribes, or even everyone who just watches the videos. You guys are the best. I hope you could agree with most of my picks. I highly doubt we had the exact same opinion, so if we didn't, feel free to comment your favorite and least favorite versions of Link down below in the comments section. Again,
I want you ranked number 1 and 2. Golly.
I'll be sure to send you the link to the video so you can go make your voice heard.
So I can go back and what?
So you can make your voice heard.
No, I don't care. Gee whiz.
Anything you want to add? You're doing enough crashing out.
Well, I would say that I disagree with him. I think he's full of crap. I think that the most important Link is Zelda 1 and 2 Link because he's the one that ends the demise curse. But, you know, what do I know? But, you know, he ranked them real low. Yeah, he ranked them real low because they're not very expressive. So, you know, whatever, dude. Like, just tell me you like shipping Zelda and Link and get it over with. Like, this isn't hard. It's so stupid. Just tell me you like cell shading graphics better than realistic style graphics. Just say that. You know, you don't have to make a whole... How long was this video? Long was this video?
Minutes.
You don't have to make a whole 22-minute video, you know, trying to express your preference for cell shading, hidden behind, oh, well, what's the, well, story, and, because Zelda and Link have feelings for each other, and, well, the Wind Waker Link is absolutely just, he wasn't chosen by the gods. What do you mean he wasn't chosen by the gods? Only the Master Sword literally only works for the chosen hero. He pulled the sword because he was the chosen hero. That's the whole point. Golly, dude. Not to mention, it introduced the idea that the Master Sword can also not be the Master Sword. Like, it lost its power. It has to be powered up again. Which, what's the point of the Master Sword? Like, they keep making the Master Sword more and more. They just keep nerfing it every iteration. It went from, oh, it can lose its power to, you know, its power needs to be restored, to, oh, it can literally just crack and then it has to be recharged. I can't wait. Oh, and then in Tears of the Kingdom, they actually broke the damn thing. Like, are you serious?
Send it back in time.
What really? Yeah. I had to send it back in time. And what really sucks about it is that this sword, lore-wise, is supposed to be the Sword of Evil's bane. It's supposed to repel evil. But I'd be damned in Tears of the Kingdom if evil didn't touch all over it. Hell, evil molested that damn sword. That sword should have a claim. But, you know, I don't know. Nintendo's gonna Nintendo. I haven't been the biggest Nintendo fan in a long while. But, yeah, I definitely don't like games where your crap breaks. It's supposed to be this great legendary equipment, and it breaks. And it's like, I don't like that kind of... I get why the gameplay mechanic is there. I just don't like it. Anyway, I've said my piece. I said what I wanted to. Anything you want to add, Xybera?
Twilight Princess for life.
Okay, yeah, that's Ocarina of Time for life. So I'm cool with that.
I like the cutscenes from A Link Between Worlds.
Were they good?
They look nice.
They look nice. Okay.
Yeah, he played some of them earlier in the video.
Yeah, I haven't played Link Between Worlds because I was afraid that it would be too similar to A Link to the Past, and
You're
I
correct.
didn't much care for A Link to the Past very much, to be honest.
Let's just say if you didn't like Link's Awakening remake, probably not gonna like.
I haven't played the remake. I told you I have only played the Game Boy version, and not even the DX where it had color. I played the one for the original Game Boy, and I got to level 8. I got to where I could have beat the game.
I have
I
this on
just
my Switch.
I got I got bored with it. You know what? There are a bunch of Zelda games I need to actually finish. Like I know the story and the lore for them. I never finished Wind Waker. Uh, every time I've sat down to try to play Wind Waker, I get to the Tower of the Gods, I beat it, and then I basically just lose interest. This last time I tried to play it, I beat the big bird with the hammer at the
Bird.
Forsaken Fortress. Yeah, it's right after the Tower of the Gods. I beat Godan, and then I beat the big bird, and then the character, because this Link is clinically kind of mentally stunted, goes up to Ganondorf and tries to cut him with the depowered Master Sword, and Ganondorf just kind of like laughs at him, and he's about to kill him, but he has to get saved by some bird people. I don't know. It's just really weird. I get to that point and I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to play this game anymore. Link to the Past. I don't even remember how far I got halfway, I think,
I
and
got
was just like, I
to
don't like
Zelda.
it. Oh yeah, yeah, at the very beginning. Was it Aghanim? That was the wizard Aghanim. And
He's doing stuff and making people disappear.
yeah, I will eventually try to beat Majora's Mask. I don't want to. Um, I like watching other people play it. I don't actually want to play it myself because um, I don't like the art style of the game, and it is different than Ocarina of Time. The dungeons and just the art style of everything is very different. It looks almost like uncanny, or like if Hyrule was if there was like a backrooms version of Hyrule, that's what Termina looks like to me. But that's neither here nor there. I got to the part in Skyward Sword where Link loses all of his equipment, and you have to go and reclaim it from the Bokoblin. I think they're Bokoblin. Um, and then I don't know. I lost interest after that little part. I know I'm
I
like
got to
really
the
close to beating the game.
I got to the rooftops.
So, like the beginning?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Then I,
You didn't.
then I soft locked myself.
You soft locked it. No, you did. Well, you thought you did. You fell off and didn't
I
know how
haven't
to get
touched
back
it
up.
since.
Oh, well, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, it's funny how in Zelda games you can make one mistake and just be like, you know what? I don't want to ever play this again. It's so bad.
All
I
right,
beat.
well,
I did manage to beat. We both beat Twilight Princess, so
yeah.
that says something. That game was able to hold. I do have problems with Twilight Princess, but they're not nearly as grievous as the issues I have with the others. But yeah, lore wise, I disagree with this Ryan guy. But anyway, all right. Well, that was fun. I can't
Yeah.
wait to get ratioed. Y'all have a good evening.
Horatio.
I can't wait to get he ratioed. So that'd be great.
We'll see you guys next time.
That's right.
Bye.